Bill is making it easier for Mississippi to become potentially one of the most job-friendly states in the country. As 12 News' Tal explains, the bill was among those that survived the first committee deadline. Tal?
Well, Byron, the goal is to get more people to come to Mississippi and work, and the bill would eliminate some professionals from having to jump through those new government hoops. Under a proposal, Mississippi's licensing boards will recognize out-of-state occupational licenses across the board for people who have been licensed in their profession for at least 1 year.
What we're trying to do as a state is to create an atmosphere where people want to stay in the state, they have opportunity to stay in the state, and ultimately live a fulfilling life.
The rules: people must have been licensed for at least a year and be in good standing.
For a very long time, and Mississippi has operated almost under a good old boy system, where if you're well connected and you know the ropes, there's a way to find opportunity and success.
The nonprofit organization Empower Mississippi is pushing for the law.
It's making it an awful lot easier for people to come to the Magnolia State, the most hospitable state in the country, and immediately be able to find a job that's meaningful and start contributing to their communities.
Making it potentially easier for people who are already licensed in another state to get licensed at the same level in the Magnolia State. Last year, Mississippi passed a similar law for military members and their families.
Getting people who might not have given Mississippi a second look to give us a look as a state that they might want to locate to.
If this bill, universal recognition of occupational licenses, becomes law, it reportedly would be expanded, providing open opportunities to all who move to Mississippi. Arizona became the first in the nation to provide universal recognition of occupational licenses, with several states following suit.